Hello and welcome to This Week in Campbell Basketball. I'm Chris Haymeyer, happy to tell you about another women's win. The women's team picked up their 20th win of the season with a 50-42 win over Presbyterian earlier in the week. Hannah Long had a double-double, 12 points and 14 rebounds. It's the 8th time in the 44-year history of the program that Campbell has reached the 20-win plateau, but just the 4th time the team has reached it in the regular season. Campbell stays tied with Radford at the top of the Big South standings as the Camels now control their own destiny to the title. For the 10th straight week, Campbell is the #1 scoring defense in the entire nation. Our Bill Priestley talked defense, 20 wins and more with Campbell head coach Ronny Fisher.
Well, I'm so excited for our players, and especially we got 2 seniors that came back, and Brianna Cribb and Bria Manuel, and they're welcoming in a new coach, and they didn't know me and I didn't know them, and just so proud of our team for how they bought in, and they've worked really, really hard, and we've got a lot of work left to do, but it is a milestone that we're very proud of. And I'm just so proud for our players because I'm with them every day and I realize how hard they work and the time they put in, and to see them rewarded for that effort with 20 wins right at this point is really great. And hopefully it's something we can build on and realize how we got those wins and continue down the stretch here to work as well.
One of the words that I keep hearing from you, and heard it several times just then, was effort. And of course, one of the keystones of your team and your overall coaching philosophy has been defense all the way through this year. As you look at that, and as you say, there are still things we can do better. How much better can this team get as you get closer to March in the tournament?
Well, we can get a lot better. We were very fortunate to win that game, and PC played great. But there were a lot of things we could do better. We've already watched film this morning, and we've got some things defensively we've got to defend better, and we've got to, as you get close to the end of the year, you've got to find another energy level. Everybody's tired, and everybody's a little banged up, and you've got to be special, and you've got to be different. And we're going to work to that end, but they've done awesome, but we've got a lot of improvement we can make, and we've got to do that to be able to contend down the stretch.
You already mentioned the 2 seniors, of course, Bria and Brianna, and the contributions that they've made. And, of course, they're going to get one more chance to play on this court on Saturday, ESPN3 as well. Can you just talk a little bit about the contributions they've made this year?
Well, they've been unbelievable. Cribb, she stepped in and she didn't play a lot last year. She stepped in and started this year, and she's been a leader. And her offensive performance is just taken off here of late. And in addition to that, she's a tremendous defender that can guard anybody on the court. So she's done well. And then Bria is come in, and even last night in that game, it was a tie game at the end of the 3rd quarter, and she dives on that ball and gets an unbelievable toughness play that leads to a 3 on the other end. And she's just been steady all year. She plays hard, and you know exactly what you're going to get from her every time out. And that consistency in those 2 seniors has carried over to the rest of our team, and I'm really proud of them.
Saturday, 2 o'clock, ESPN3, a great audience and a great chance to celebrate your seniors, and I know you're looking forward to it.
We are, and I talked to our players yesterday that sometimes the emotion of senior day can be a negative, and I told our players the biggest tribute we can give to our seniors is send them out with a win. So our coaches are working their tails off, and our players, we're going to work for 2 days to prepare ourselves to make sure that we give our best effort in that game and try our best to send them off in a winning way.
The Campbell men's basketball team is in play for a first-round bye in the Big South tournament. Tonight's game at rival High Point, however, will go a long way to determine that seeding in the Big South Conference tournament. This Saturday, the final home games and senior days for both our men's and women's basketball team. It's a doubleheader here at Gore Arena, starting at 2 o'clock with the women taking on Gardner-Webb on ESPN3, then the men hosting Radford for their final game of the regular season on the Big South Network. We hope to see you here at Gore Arena on Saturday for the final home games of the regular season, but if not, we'll talk to you next week on a Big South Tournament edition of This Week in Campbell Basketball.